Hey lovely, so in today's video we'll be going over how to set up your booking site. If you already do not have a booking site, I really recommend beginner lash checks to get a hold of a booking website, even if it's not Acuity, because this is what we'll be going over today. Even if it's not Acuity, find one that works for you. But it comes a point in time where every lash check will need a booking website so you can be more organized and so that you will not double book clients or have multiple people come in at the same time. It just really helps you be organized, and it just shows a level of professionalism. While we are here, if you do not mind, please check out my lash supply store. I do offer local pickup and delivery in Atlanta, so check us out at SS Lash Supply on Instagram. This is our website. I have a few articles on there. I have multiple brands to choose from, as you can see on the drop down list, and we also offer digital products, so please go check us out. I promise you will not regret it. Even if you're not in Atlanta, we do ship and we offer fast shipping. So we have merch, a plethora of different brands of lash supplies, glue rings, anything you need. So let's just get into how to set up your booking site. This is the pricing. I specifically have the growing account, but if you're a beginner, go ahead and start off with the first one because you may not need all the features that comes with the growing account. This is just showing what comes with all plans regardless of what you're paying. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and log into my Acuity scheduling account to give you guys an insight of how my booking website looks personally. So we're going to start off with adding a new service. Just for example, let's just go ahead and add Classic Lash and add a brow tint. I will show you guys how to add this service on. So if you were to just want to offer classic lashes and then allow them to add a brow tint on, or give them the option to do so or not, then this will be a good option for you to do. In the description, of course, describe how you want to. One thing I will say is use AI to kind of give like descriptions that are persuasive or like witty, or just I definitely recommend putting like your brand identity in there, but describe what they will be getting to the T and to the best of your ability, especially for people who have not yet had lashes ever in their life before. Just explain to kind of like a Lash for Dummies thing. Break it down exactly what they'll be getting, exactly what a classic lash is, and kind of like how the experience will go. I always include the duration. If you're a beginner, you can also block off extra time after or before. It's usually called like padding time. But if you're a beginner, it typically takes like 2 hours to do a full set. So when I was a beginner, it took me about like 2 hours and 30 minutes. So I would add the extra time if I were a beginner. So the message shown on the confirmation page, this is something I will copy and paste and add to all the services. Or if you have like a specific service that requires them to do something at home before they come, include that in this message as well, so they can see that and prepare how you would like them to prepare before coming to get service by you. And I love the fact that you can put some features in, some words in bold, you can highlight some words, because it's just really customizable to how you want to communicate with your clients, and I really love that about Acuity. In here, I'm just going through and just giving examples. Like, you don't have to put exactly what I'm putting because it may not really coincide with what your business offers, but this is just giving you an example. And you also don't even have to include the message, but I would suggest including a message for people, because the more details, the better. Then of course you will set your desired price. So for the categories, these are the categories that I already have, but we're going to add another category just to show you guys how to do so. So in this example, I will add a category called combos, because remember we did the combo service of classic lash extensions and brow tint. So this is just an example. I don't really get into too much into the colors, but I would recommend, if you do colors, then choose the same color for each service. This is just me adding a random picture for an example. And then when it comes to access, Always put it on public if you want it to be shown to your clients. If you do not want to be shown to your clients, but you still want to offer it maybe later on in the future, then select private. And we can go ahead and create the appointment type. So as far as the design of my layout on Acuity, you will get this from your preferred graphic designer. This is something that is separate from this tutorial. In this tutorial, we will be specifically going over how to set up your Acuity and the basics of setting up your Acuity. When you feel like you've reached a point to where your business is growing and your clientele is increasing. So we can refer to this part of the video as like a booking site checklist. First, you definitely want to make sure you include like a welcoming, nice little introduction. Mine is, hello beautiful, thank you for choosing Sybaritic Spike. And then what my business name means is the first line. Then I definitely want to include where my location is at the very top. And then let them know that everything below, they are agreeing to my terms and services. My Instagram is up there as well as pictures. My booking policies, certain things that I want are highlighted and bolded. What payments I accept, what I do not accept, and my contact information, how I want to be contacted, which is in parentheses and bold, by text only. Then my Instagram is on there. You never can put that too much. Always include your business hours to stay organized and give that level of professionalism. Don't forget to include your late fee and cancellation policies on your website as well, so that nobody can ever say that you do not. And Sybaritic Spike has the right to refuse or decline any service. I put that on my website just to let people know that if you do not comply or agree with my terms and services, then we do not have to service you. So let's get into some of my services. This is a fill-in, and I will go into how to add add-ons to your fill-ins. So let's do that, or to your services in general, not just your fill-ins. So on the side, as you see under appointment types, I click fill-ins, and I'm going to delete this one because this was added twice by mistake. So let's create our first add-on. Again, these are examples, so just follow along. So one fun idea you can try adding as an add-on to one of your services is your client's preferences to Pandora station, or if they want to hear calm music or beach wave music or silent appointments. Like, I always feel like that's just some cool options to add to the services, because you never know what the client's mood is, and you want to make the experience tailored to exactly how they want to. And what I just did was just click to the fill-in services, so because you can modify each add-on to specific service that you want to, or you can modify the add-ons to be available to all the services. So I was just going to go over examples of add-ons I have. One add-on I have is a before hours add-on, which is $45 extra on top of my service price. And as far as the access, you can choose for either the client and the admin, which you are the admin to see, or just the admin to see. And I feel like that's a good option because you can always just create an add-on and then just offer it certain times. Like, for instance, if you have like Halloween add-on, like Halloween decals, you can add that add-on around Halloween time, and then just take it instead of always having to type in all the details over and over again. So now we're going to preview my website and see if the add-ons have been added to the services. And there it is. Usher Radio is at the bottom. So one more example of an add-on that I want to go show you guys is I have my aftercare kit split up into 3 different options. So I have the first one is the basic lash cleansing kits, which just comes with the lash lather and the brush. And this one is $15, and I have them available for all of the full sets. Sorry, except for that one. And the fill-ins, and I did forget to check off the $100 Wednesday sets too, so I will go back and set that. But remember, you can do it from all of your services or some of them. So let's go ahead and add aftercare kits just to show you an example one more time. Let's make these for $15 again. No additional time is needed for an aftercare kit, so we're going to skip that, and we're going to select all services. So no matter what service they want to book, the option of aftercare kits will be available to book as an add-on. So let's preview this and let's see if our work has been completed. Yep, so the applicator tips are right there. And so let's just keep on moving. So they can choose multiple add-ons, which I love that as well. And then they can just scroll to the bottom and choose their desired date and time. So now let's go back to the home page and go back to the appointment types, and I'll show you guys how to delete an appointment type you no longer want at all. We'll just go all the way to the bottom and delete appointment type, and it was gone forever. All right. So if you like to customize your booking link a little further, go to customize appearance on the home page, and these are some options they have here as far as tweaking it a little bit more. And I'll just scroll down so you guys can see what options they offer. And on the side, they still offer like a mini preview, and then you can also click expand preview or live view to see how it will look once you check or uncheck these boxes on the left hand side. And once you check or uncheck everything you prefer to have how your booking link set up, of course you'll click save changes and everything will be done. Now for intake form questions, these are questions that are asked to the client. For example, I asked my clients, do they have 50% of their lashes left on each eye? And of course we would check on the left hand side each of the boxes that pertain to the services of fill-in services, which I went back and did later on. But just to give you guys an example, you can ask some more questions and make them a requirement or not. And these are questions that they will be asked during upon checkout. So it's really a lot of different options you can choose from, as you see on the left hand side, which I really love Acuity for that. So they can upload their IDs, they can upload you can make it mandatory for them to upload their address, you can make it mandatory for them to upload to answer any questions you want. I'm sorry, right now I'm just showing you how to make them upload a copy of your ID, which I think is a good idea actually for chargeback purposes. If you do have clients who do a lot of chargebacks, gratefully I do not have that problem. Another example for something you can add in your intake form questions is just last minute reminders of your terms and conditions, or last minute reminders of your policies, or main pinpoint things that you want to make sure your client knows before or after booking, or before they come to their appointment. And I have these selected for each appointment type that I offer. And now I'm going to go ahead and add one more question and ask them, or required question, asking them, do they agree with the late policy? So for my terms and conditions, or for this intake form question, I went into detail about how I would prefer for them to come to their appointment time. I went into detail about my late policy. I went into detail letting them know they only have 24 hours to reschedule for that deposit, and there are no refunds. So another very important tool that helped me was syncing my calendar. So I synced my iCloud calendar with my Acuity calendar. So therefore, that when my clients book appointments, that time slot is blocked off not only on my Acuity calendar, but it's also blocked off on my personal calendar, so that I can keep up with my schedule for the day, and vice versa. You can also set the times to where you would like for your appointments to be reminded on your phone or whatever device you use throughout the day. For payment settings, I am connected through Square, so when my clients get done, they can tap or pay an invoice or insert their card through Square, and under when you scroll down, you can also edit the amount of deposit or percentage. So if you want to charge them a percentage of their service, you can do that. If you want them to pay in full, you can do that. If you want them to save and collect card details, you can do that. Like, I just love Acuity because as you can see, you can just do this and that. And yeah, this is just how you edit those amounts. Like I said, they can pay in full, they can pay extra, they can pay percentage or deposit. For all of my services, I require a deposit amount, a dollar amount. And that is under payment settings. So when it comes to sending out confirmation emails, you saw how I just got to that. And on the side is where you choose for what services you want confirmation emails to be sent out for. And it's for all of mine. It should be for all of mine services that I offer. And here is an example of how that confirmation email will look when it's sent out before. And that you can set whichever amount of time you would like the email to be sent out. So I have my confirmation email sent out 24 hours in advance. And you can drag the appointment time to where, well, you can drag whichever appointment you do not want this email to be sent out in the inactive box, which I just showed you below. And you can also edit the messages, like you can tweak it, make it your own, tailor it to your business type. And I didn't get too creative on mine, but I prefer, well, I suggest that you do, because it just shows creativity. I'm just adding my number, and I am adding directions or instructions on what to do upon arrival, which I would suggest you do, especially for beginner lash techs who are lashing from home. And I am also an at-home lash tech, so this is why I just went ahead and did this on this tutorial with you guys, because this is something that I've been wanting them to do versus just coming upstairs a little early. They wouldn't know via the email confirmation that it's best that they just come up when they text you. So let's get into reminders. Like I said, I set my initial reminder to be sent out at least 24 hours, well, 24 hours within the appointment time. So the same thing goes for cancellation and rescheduling. And for follow-ups, I do not have follow-up emails written out yet, but let's go ahead and do it. I feel like follow-ups are great because this is the way you can build a relationship or start to build a relationship with a new client. So if this is somebody's first time with you providing them a lash extension service, this follow-up email will be sent out whenever. I believe you can change the settings to when you want to send it out, but I feel like it's best to send it out maybe like around their fill-in time, so within that 2 to 3 week time frame. And like I said, this shows that you care. It shows that you want to build a relationship with them. Just like checking in, seeing how they enjoy, if they enjoyed their experience with you, if they would get lashes again. I would ask questions like, was there anything that I could change to make you feel more comfortable during your service? I will most definitely include some aftercare tips, maybe. Include all of your social media handles. Definitely include the scheduling link so they can just easily click on the link and rebook with this follow-up email. And even getting more jiggy with it, put a video, because they have the option to include a video, an aftercare video of how to take care of your lashes, or a video instructing your clients on how to cleanse their lashes. This is just some ideas I'm throwing out there, but definitely I would suggest having follow-up emails being sent out to all new clients and returning clients, just depending on what message you want to convey to your returning clients. But it's always a good idea to have a follow-up email.
Being broke is better, like that's better than yours. No such thing as like that's better than yours. Think being broke is better, like that's better than yours. No such thing, no such thing. For what's money without happiness, or hard times without the people you love? Though I'm not sure what's about to happen next, I ask for strength from the Lord up above, cause I've been strong so far, but I can feel my grip loosening. Quick, do something before you lose it for good. Get it back and use it for good, and touch the people how you did like before. I'm tired of living with demons cause they always inviting more. Think being broke was better. Now I don't mean that phrase with no disrespect to all my niggas out there living in debt, cash and minimal checks. Turn on the TV, see a nigga Rolex, and fantasize about a life with no stress. I mean this shit sincerely. And as a nigga who was once in your shoes, living with nothing to lose, I hope one day you hear me. Always gonna be a bigger house somewhere, but nigga feel me. Long as the people in that motherfucker love you dearly. Always gonna be a whip that's better than the one you.
So if you have Square like me, you probably won't have to do this step because Square gives my customers the option to get a receipt via text message, email, or no receipt at all once they're done on the Square Reader doc. So I'll still fill out this form for you guys if you do not have Square. This is another option for Acuity to send out your appointment receipts to your customers if you want that option.
Heart beating fast, let a nigga know that he alive. Fake niggas mad, snakes in the grass, let a nigga know that he arrived.
Alright, so let's go ahead and set our hours or our availability. So my availability on the left side, first things first, we want to make sure we're setting availability for all of the appointment types. So we want to make sure that our hours are the same for each appointment type or each service that we are offering, unless you just want to do it differently. But for the most part, every appointment type should match the hours of your business. If not, then just feel free to change it however you like, however it best fits you. Under calendar scheduling limits, I do not like my clients being able to book same day, so change that to 24 hours in advance if you want them to only be able to book appointments a day ahead of time. And if you do not want them booking appointments throughout for next year, I've had that happen before, make sure you also change the setting to 365 days. So back to this. I only work in the afternoons on Mondays, but I'm just showing you guys how you can put the time in. It's really easy. They'll kind of simplify it for you. You can just put 11 a.m. You can write it fully out, or you can just write it simplified. Either way, Acuity is so smart and so helpful. They will pick it up and they will adjust it for you, and you will see all your times listed up under the day of the week.
Right now I'm stuck inside a crib on my own.
Okay, so last but not least, let's get into sending our clients text message reminders, because those are important as well. So first things first, we'll just name our SMS template. Make sure you have enable SMS reminders selected or toggled on. Like I always say, make sure that the SMS reminders are set to be sent out for each service that you provide, if that's something that you desire. And how far in advance would you like to send the reminder out or have the reminder sent out? You can send them out a couple of days before or a few hours before. How would you like the date and time formatted in the text message reminder? And as you can see, my verification failed, so I will be verifying that. They ask you for your EIN number. So my EIN number that I provided at first was incorrect, so this is why I had to go back and change it.
I'm outside in it. I'm
And they also ask you some more personal information. So then you'll go to toggle what you do or do not want included in the text message reminder. And I want to add my phone number so they can know where to reach me directly. It'll be directly on their phone, so they can just click my number. So last but not least, I want to show you some cool things I find very helpful when it comes to Acuity. So they keep up with your reports from all of your appointments, as far as how much you took in for each month. And I feel like this is very helpful for you to keep track of how many hours you worked and what you made for that month, what services are getting you most money, what services are not, show you which clients have booked that appointment, how many times they booked it. You can look at your schedule in different views. Sync your calendars like I already showed you guys. And as you can see, I'm fully booked the next day, and today I was like, I had one client. What else? You can block off time, add new appointments, add new classes, add new orders if you sell products. I sell products on Shopify, so don't forget to check out SybariticSpike.com for all your lash supply needs. You can look at all of your clients and their information if you want to go ahead and build some lists, and you can go to a specific client and get the information from their past and previous appointments, when last time they came to see you, to keep up with your feelings. You can ban a client, you can reschedule, you can edit their profiles. You can do so much on Acuity, and I love it, and I really hope that this video helped you guys. If you have any questions or suggestions, please drop them down in the comments below, and please don't forget to subscribe and like this video and share to all of your new beginner lash artist friends. Thank you for tuning in again. See you in the next video.
On an everyday basis with poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, I write poems in these songs dedicated to you, and you're in the mood for empathy. There's blood in my pen. Better yet, with your friends and them. I really want to know you all. I really want to show you off. Fuck that, pour up plenty of champagne. Cold nights when you curse this name. You called up your girlfriends and y'all curled in that little bitty range. I heard that she wanna go and party. She wanna go and party. Nigga, don't approach her with that Atari. Nigga, that ain't good game, homie, sorry. They say conversation rule the nation. I can tell, but I could never right my wrongs unless I write it down for real. P.S.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. And usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option due to unusual rain and thunder, baby, I wonder, would you just put your sweats on for me? Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for you. Let me lay a great time on you. Don't hesitate, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will.